Here we come to Jesus' criticism of the church, and his words could not be more poignant. Verse 15, I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. You say, I am rich. I have acquired wealth and do not need a thing, but you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. Jesus' criticism of this church is that they think because they have money, they don't need Jesus anymore. And while they're supposed to be trusting Jesus as their greatest treasure, the truth that makes their blind eyes see, the one who covers their nakedness, they've come to trust their money for this stuff instead. You see, the primary problem in this church is not that they are rich. It's that they're proud. Their money has poisoned them, and they stand before God thinking they are great on their own, and that is a terrifying place to be. They've been deceived. They think their spiritual bank accounts are full, that they look amazing, and they know right where they're going. But Jesus says, you're pitiable. You're foolish, blind, and naked, running around like idiots, thinking you know what's going on, and proud of it. You're headed to grave danger, and you're bragging about it. Jesus' reaction is clear as he confronts them. He says, your comfortable indifference and lack of dependence on me makes me sick. You see, in Laodicea, they didn't have a reputable water source of their own. They had to pipe in water from 2 nearby cities. So Laodicea was about 10 miles away, and they had really cold, refreshing water. Their water source came from snow that would melt on the nearby mountains and run into really cold streams in the city, and this water was really refreshing and delicious to drink. Meanwhile, in Hierapolis, about 6 miles away, there were natural hot springs. Think of it as like an ancient jacuzzi. And if you've ever been in a hot tub, you know, like if you're stressed out or you're cold, you get in there, it's really nice. So that water was really useful for something. But unfortunately, as these waters would come and get piped into the city, they'd become kind of tepid and stagnant. Some of these aqueducts have actually been found by archaeologists, and they'll tell you that the mineral deposits on the inside of these aqueducts were so thick, they could tell you that it probably reeked of sulfur and it had an obnoxious scent by the time it was piped into the city. You see, the water from both of these cities had become useless by the time it got to Laodicea. And here Jesus is saying that their comfortable indifference has made them useless for building God's kingdom, and it has blinded them to their need for Jesus. I was struck a couple weeks ago when I was preparing, and Brendan preached on Smyrna, I think the second or third letter. And in that church, Jesus says, I know your poverty, yet you are rich. It stands at odds with what's going on in Laodicea. You see, these people have hedged their bets. They want just enough of Jesus to feel like they're escaping hell or condemnation, but not so much that he gets in the way of their agenda. Not that he would become their real treasure and joy and hope and security. But Jesus, in his incredible grace, doesn't walk away. He doesn't condemn them or us. He knocks on the door to his own house. And guys, he doesn't come as a beggar, but as the master of the house, expecting his servants to eagerly open the door and welcome him. Jesus is telling them, your city offers the best medicine, but I have the medicine you really need. The salve that's going to open your eyes to your sin and your desperate need for me. That's going to open your deaf ears to hear the good news of Jesus. Your city offers the best clothes, but I will give you clothes made of light that will cover your shameful nakedness, take away your sin. Your city offers gold, but I offer the real treasure that lasts forever, the treasure of knowing and enjoying me that can never be taken from you. And your city offers what looks like glory, but I offer to share my very throne with you, to rule over the new heavens and the new earth in the age to come. You see, Jesus isn't trying to take anything from them. He suffered to buy them everything. And that's what he did for you too.